in this auspicious month of Damodar, the biggest benefit is आप जो भी भक्ति करो, you get 1,000 times benefit. Now, what is that 1,000 times benefit? Whatever pious credits what you do, you get 1,000 times. Now, in that month, if you do a yatra, then any yatra will also give you pious credits. कोई भी आप धाम यात्रा करके आओगे तो आपका पुण्य बढ़ेगा, बैंक बैलेंस नहीं बढ़ेगा, उल्टा बैंक बैलेंस घटता है, हाँ, बट पुण्य बढ़ता है. तो पुण्य बढ़ने का फायदा क्या? भाई अपने को सुकृति बढ़ाना है ताकि we can go closer to God. So it is said a yatra done throughout the year will definitely give you pious credits, but a yatra done in the month of Damodar or in the Kartik Mass gives you 100 times more benefit. So this is the the crux of saying the importance or relevance of Damodar Mass. Damodar Mass is important from the perspective of devotional life. जो भी भक्ति करना चाहता है उसके हिसाब से you will get good benefits. Of course, this is an auspicious month. We are in the very, very favorite festival of all of us, and that is Diwali. Diwali appears in this month. So, Acharya say when it comes to Treta Yuga, Diwali was celebrated by arrival of Lord Ramchandra ji after killing Ravana, his arrival, and that time also the whole city of Ayodhya, in fact the whole country was lighted with lamps. So Lord said, "Mera Treta Yuga mein relevance hai. What about my Dwapar Yuga? When I am coming in Krishna avatar, मेरा कुछ ना कुछ तो remembrance होना चाहिए." So Lord said, "Let me also do some Leela in such a way that there will be remembrance of this Leela." And a similar situation, like how we light lamps on Diwali day, same way lamps will be lit for this incarnation as Krishna. So this is one of the plots behind which Lord's planning was. So there are various reasons why this Damodar Lila happened. What is Damodar, by the way? Simple word, huh? Dam means belly. Sorry, Dam means rope, and Udar means belly. So Damodar, the month in which Krishna was tied by a rope to a ukhal, or what you call as mota. In English you call as mota. It is pehle zamane mein. When I was small, I have seen that. There used to be a lot of masalas being made, especially mirchi ka powder, haldi ka powder, and all that. We have seen that, and it used to be 1 month program. Like every lady used to have, and especially the maid servants used to be called for that, and they would come and pound it. I've seen that. It's very nice, big, huge, and it used to be made of wood. It used to be made of wood. So Krishna decided, now let me do a Leela in such a way that I'm as it is kid. So let me do some Leela which will have multifold, multitasking will be done in that one Leela. Lord's every Leela has got multitasking, you know that. Lord said, let me have a nice interaction with my devotees. At the same time, let me liberate some nice souls, some great souls I will liberate. So Lord was a small kid. On the day of Diwali, Yashoda was also very fed up. Too many complaints. Every पड़ोसन की एक औरत आके रो रही है, तुम्हारा कृष्णा है ना, मेरे घर पे कल मटका फोड़ा, मेरे घर पे चोरी किया, मेरे घर पे धमाल किया. And Krishna's speciality was, if he used to not get makhan, he and his team would urinate and do potty in that house and car. So they make sure that they pay this tax. No, very nice Kathakar of Vrindavan. They say that why Krishna started stealing, not eating, stealing. Actually, the stealing word is not appropriate for Krishna. It is appropriate for us. I'll just give you a nice story on stealing also. He says it is not, why he started stealing. Oh, whenever he used to go with his children, he used to play with children, the children used to say, Krishna, you are a rich man's son, but baap khela do. तुम्हारे पास 9 लाख गाय हैं. So you got a lot of milk and butter to eat. इसलिए आप एकदम गोल मोटो सुदामा, all very skinny. No, why you're skinny? क्या करें? 90% of the butter is taken away comes as tax. टैक्स करके कम्स ले लाए. तो हम लोग के लिए बेचने के लिए बाकी बचा हम लोग बेच के खाते हैं. We sell it and we have to run our house. So what will I get? What I will be left with to eat? So we don't get anything. तो कृष्णा सही जहाँ हक ना मिले वहां लूट से ही. So Robin Hood is not a foreign concept, it's an Indian concept. Robin Hood is an Indian concept and Krishna was the one who started it. So Krishna immediately said, ठीक है, तुमको नहीं मिलता है ना, हम लोग चोरी कर लेंगे. तो चोरी करके खाएंगे तो मिलेगा खाने को. So he said, ठीक है. So the whole team, he formed a team and he used to go in every house. So every gopi used to also find divine pleasure in complaining about Krishna. बस कृष्ण के बारे में कंप्लेन करेंगे तो कृष्णा बाहर आएगा, कभी इनोसेंट बन के रहेगा, तो कभी दरवाजे के पीछे से खड़ा रह के दिखाएगा. Like he will make faces and he'll make a lot of fun. So finally, Yashoda Maiya said, this time I will make the most fragrant butter. Most fragrant butter. And how is that fragrant butter made? By feeding special cows with special grass, fragrant grass. तो उसमें से जो दूध निकलेगा उसका दही जमाऊंगी, उसका दही का मक्खन. And that makhan will be special, fragrant, ekdam. And here Krishna, after eating this, he will definitely not like the butter of the other gopis, so he will eat in my house. Krishna was also very smart. He was sleeping in the morning, and there, in Dwapar Yug, people used to get up early, not like today. They used to get up early in the morning, and Yashoda Maiya got ready, and she said, today I am going to churn special butter for my child. And she started churning. पहले जमाने में था ना, बिलोना बोलते ना उसको, बिलोना. तो मथन लेके बिलोने लगे. That time, when that this thing was going on, it is said, Acharya say, the bangles in her hand were making a very rhythmic sound, as if you are playing kartal. So she was singing song. And what was the song she was singing? She was also singing the leelas of what Krishna did from the day one. Putana Kumara, Kshatrasur Kumara, all leela she was singing about God. And she was praising my child, nice stealer, good stealer and all that. Now I am going to churn this butter and make some nice butter for him so that he will stop stealing. But first and foremost, do you think Krishna really stole butter? Anjana Mata, you think Krishna stole butter? उसने चोरी की? नहीं. कैसे? और हाँ तो कैसे, ना तो कैसे? हाँ, सब उनका ही है, ठीक है. और माता जी, आपने बोला अभी सब उनका है, क्या आज भी वैलिड है कि नहीं? कितना देने वाले भगवान को? कितना देने को तैयार हो भगवान को? See, the point is, yes, knowledge we have, yes, everything belongs to God, but that's not enough. One should have the desire to give. And the gopis had a desire. Every gopi used to desire, आज मैंने मक्खन ऊपर रखा है, थोड़ा नीचे बांध के रखा है, कृष्णा मेरे घर पे आके मक्खन खा के जाना. This was the desire of each and every gopi. It is said there was no rishi of the Treta who was not born as gopi in the Dwapar Yuga. द्वापर युग में, कलयुग में जितने, त्रेता युग में जितने भी ऋषि मुनि थे, सत्य युग में जितने भी ऋषि मुनि थे, सब गोपी बन के द्वापर युग में आए. क्यों? दैट वाज द ओनली युगा वेयर कृष्णा इंटरेक्टेड पर्सनली ऑन अ वन टू वन बेसिस. Because when he came as Rama avatar, he came as Maryada Purushottam. So he had very much limitations, even with the sages. Yes, sir, no, sir. The reference used to not have that intimacy. Whereas here, they could have intimacy. All the gall balls could eat from his tiffin box. He used to eat from that tiffin box. So that intimacy was there in Dwapar, which was not there in Treta. Because Treta, he was a prince. Who would go and play with the prince? Who will eat when a prince's dabba? कोई जाके खाएगा राजकुमार के घर पे या कि Ramakumar, come on, give me. Nobody. First and foremost, you not get a chance to enter also. And even if you enter, you cannot enjoy that intimacy. So, these gopis desired that Krishna should come and eat. What you said is not wrong. What you said is 100% right. But in addition to that, we also know, I mean, let's put a very practical situation. All of you all offer food, I hope. I hope. सब लोग भगवान को भोग लगाते. Just imagine your favorite dish आपने बनाया, जो भी हो. किसी का चाइनीज होगा, किसी का बाबा जी होगा, any whatever stuff is. And थोड़ा उस दिन एकदम कट टू कट बना, और हमने भगवान को ऑफर किया, and भगवान really ate it. प्लेट खाली, सफा चट. 2 घंटा आप किचन में बैठ के मेहनत करके बनाया और पूरा प्लेट खाली. सुख के साथ थोड़ा दुख भी लगेगा ना, लगेगा. थोड़ा तो छोड़ दिया था, अब वापस अभी किचन में जाना पड़ेगा, गैस चालू करना पड़ेगा, खाना छोकना पड़ेगा एंड ऑल दैट ब्ला ब्ला स्टफ. और वो भी मेरा फेवरेट भाजी खा गया. सो देते वक्त ये भाव आ जाता है कि वी ऑलवेज वांट टू रिजर्व समथिंग. बट दिस वाज द डिफरेंस विद द गोपीज. दे नेवर रिजर्व्ड फॉर एनीथिंग फॉर themselves. उनके खुद के लिए उन्होंने कभी कुछ भी चीज बचा के नहीं रखा था. They just want to give whatever they had, including their bodies. They were ready to surrender to God. Everything was at his service. But Krishna would also choose. आज इस गोपी के घर पे जाके चोरी करेंगे, कल उस गोपी के घर पे जाके चोरी करेंगे. No, he used to be very selective. So if you all want to have Krishna coming and dancing in your house, playing in your house, creating some nuisance in your house, you got to be that chosen one. And those gopis were chosen. And they have taken millions of birth to come to that post. Mind you, it is not an overnight business. They have taken millions of birth. Yuga ruke hain, yugas. Treta yug ruke hain, Dwapar yug ruke hain, Satyug ruke hain, just to wait, get one glimpse of Krishna's service. And that includes the trees, that includes the fruits, that includes everything, peacocks, everything, birds, animals, everything. So, that day, when Yashoda Maiya was churning, Krishna was sleeping. So he was sleeping, so he was made to sleep inside. Suddenly he got up, he realized mother is not there nearby. Let me go and find where my mother is. I am feeling very hungry. And what would a child have when it's hungry? Mother's milk, breast milk, right? So he wanted small toddling boy. Went toddling, and there his mother was busy churning for Krishna, just with her mind focused on Krishna. She was churning Yashoda Maiya. At that time, he went and caught her hand. And Yashoda Maiya was delighted. Wow, my child has got up. Immediately took him in his lap and started cuddling him and playing with him. And Krishna was also like enjoying it. Suddenly, Yashoda Maiya realized, मैंने चूल्हे में दूध रखा है. I have kept one pot of milk on the gas. And this is common. Ladies keep and forget. But it takes time. And after 10 minutes, they realize, हाँ, किसी का घर पे जल रहा है. That's the best part. Huh? The statement comes as किसी और के घर पे जल. Then realize, oh, it is our house. So immediately she felt, oh, now the milk is going to boil out. Here also Acharyas have got a very nice bhava. Acharya say, now Krishna has gone and hugged his mother. Now he's going to have mother's milk. What the milk was thinking, by Krishna will take me, drink me, I will be blessed. I'll be able to serve Krishna by offering myself to him. But now he is not going to drink me. So what is the use of myself? Let me jump in the fire and die. That's the भाव. आचार्य भाव कि भाई जब मैं कृष्ण के काम नहीं आया मेरे जी के क्या फायदा. लोग for their opposite love they commit suicide. But असली suicide तो वो करना चाहिए जो भगवान के प्रति जिसका अनुराग नहीं है. I mean, suicide is of course not allowed in Shastra. 10,000 years भूत बन के घूमना पड़ेगा. So better need. So the milk was saying, what's the use? So it was about just started pouring on the pot because of the heat. So Yashoda Maya immediately kept him down. She said, oh, I have to save the milk. I'm going to nicely make some nice kheer out of it and give it to Krishna. Let me go and save it. So she kept Krishna down. She went. And I, the boss of the universe, is sitting in your lap. How come you are running behind that? And everywhere, whenever people run behind material benefits, leaving God aside, this is what happens. God becomes angry. What did Sita Maiya do? She told God only, God, जिसके लिए महल छोड़ा, राजसीय ठाट बाट छोड़ा, everything she left and she came over to the forest, undergoing all the so-called worldly sufferings. Heat, cold, rain, jungle, forest, definitely not even a single patch of even land, everything. But after everything, what did she display? Mind you, Sita was not a fool. She is only displaying. This is a Leela done for our understanding. When she saw a golden deer, she said, Lord, go and get it. Lord said, fine. You want the golden deer, not me. Fine, I'm going. Though Lakshman tried to explain, Lakshman means the Guru Tattva. Guru Tattva tried to explain, Baba, aisa koi hiran, sone ka hiran hota hi nahi. See, all the other deers are running away from it. That means it is something negative. But one focus, नहीं मुझे लेना ही है, मुझे पाना ही है उसको. And Lakshman also was helpless. गुरु को भी भेज दिया. भगवान के पीछे, भगवान को भी भेज दिया. किसके पीछे? सोने के हिरण के पीछे. So here also Krishna was angry. Immediately Krishna said, you have left me and gone there. I'm very angry. And I have to express my anger. How will I express my anger? There was a nice stick lying behind, nearby. Took that stick and hit that pot, which was full of butter and dahi and it was half churned. And the minute the pot broke, a river of buttermilk and butter, everything is flowing. He took some butter out of it. And with the small feet walked to the next room, just near the courtyard, where there were some monkeys. And Krishna was feeding those monkeys butter. Here also Acharya say, भाई रामचंद्र जी ऋणी थे त्रेता युग से कि बंदरों ने उनकी सेवा की. तो जब वही रामचंद्र जी कृष्ण बन के आए, बोला अभी भी आपका ऋण आप लोगों ने इतना किया मेरे लिए, तो let me offer this butter to you all. The monkeys were also very happy to take from Krishna's hand. Here when Yashoda Maiya came, she saw the situation was in a total mess. She realized. See, she could see those footprints walked through the buttermilk, small footprints of Krishna. She realized, oh, this is my son's Karamat. He is the main crook who has done this. I am going to teach him a lesson. She took that same stick, small stick she took. She said, today I am going to teach. He has created enough mischief everywhere. He has broken pots of my neighbors, other gopis. But today, apne ghar pe, I am not going to leave him. I am going to catch him today. And she went with the stick in her hand. She went out. The minute Krishna saw his mother coming in rage, he could understand. Bhag le beta. Let's run. And started running. यशोदा मैया पीछे पीछे भाग रही है. Krishna was running very fast. There are two reasons here also. Yashoda Maya, she got a child at a very later age. So she was little oldish, middle age you can say. So definitely a young lady and little middle old lady will have a difference, the vitality will be different. Secondly, who can catch God? Who has got the caliber to catch God? Big yogis, big sadhakas, they are trying to catch God. They have not been able to catch God. How do you think Yashoda Maya can catch God? So she was running behind. I was also making a run around the courtyard, and they did not have a small courtyard like ours. They had a big, we all had gone to Vrindavan. You saw, no? कितना बड़ा आंगन था उनका. तो इतने बड़े आंगन में ऊपर नंद महल था, नीचे अपना दामोदर लीला का वो जगह स्थल था ना, जहाँ पे वो उखल बंधन स्थल हुआ, वो नीचे. तो इतना बड़ा आंगन है उनका. ब्रह्मांड घाट भी उनका आंगन में आया. चिंताहरण महादेव भी उनका आंगन में था. इतना बड़ा आंगन. ब्रह्मांड रेती भी है उनके आंगन में. सो इट्स लाइक ह्यूज. क्या अभी अब हम लोग है ना 500 स्क्वायर फुट 1000 स्क्वायर फुट में रहने का आदत हो. सो फॉर अस दैट्स इट्स इम्पॉसिबल इतना बड़ा हो सकता. Please understand, it's Dwapar Yuga, it's not Kali Yuga. So Krishna was running. She became tired. Her hair started loosening. The flower on the hair started falling down. She was running, and Krishna was small Krishna. And every time she used to come close to Krishna, almost bas abhi pak. Shoo, Krishna has to go faster. Itna like just about to catch. So to half a day she went in running catching only that day. But आज तो यशोदा मैया ने तय किया था आज किसी भी हालत में पकड़ के. And finally Acharya says, this is in Gopal Champu this comes. It's a very vivid description of Krishna, all Krishna Leelas in Gopal Champu as well as in Garga Samhita. So there it is mentioned very nicely. Every time Krishna used to turn back and see, and Yashoda Maya used to run with full vitality. Oh, he can run. He used to also run. Finally, one point came when Yashoda Maya was very tired. And she was pleading in her heart, Krishna, enough, stop, I can't run no more. Immediately, Krishna turned and he saw. And that time, कहते हैं, उनका कृपा कटाक्ष. His eyes of mercy, his vision of mercy fell on God, on Yashoda Maya. And Yashoda Maya could catch Krishna. And when she caught Krishna, like she was, oh, finally I caught you, now I'm going to teach you a lesson. And when she caught Krishna, Krishna was also like very much afraid. अब तो बहुत जोर से पिटाई होने वाली है. He's going to get backed up today very nicely. And then he said, now you wait. I'm going to tie you with this ukhal. There was a nice ukhal there. She said, I'm going to tie you with this ukhal. And she started tying him with that. First and foremost, before he could tie, she had the chadi in her hand, the stick. Looking at the stick, Krishna is trembling. Who is trembling? The Lord of all the universe. He is trembling. Kapre. This is Kunti Stuti. Kunti Maharani says, you are the Lord of the whole world. And now, you are Muhurshwash. You know, a child when it cries too much, it takes Muhurshwash. It's not a type of sign. All the kajal in his eyes, he's rubbing, all the eyes have become black. All that, what is this? His decoration is all disleaved. And Krishna is like sighing very heavily. And Kunti Maharani says, the one just by lifting his eyebrows, millions and millions of universes are created and destroyed. हजारों हजारों ब्रह्मांड बनते हैं और नष्ट हो जाते हैं, खत्म हो जाते हैं. वो व्यक्ति ऐसे रो रहा है जैसे उसकी बहुत पिटाई हो रही है. That's why she says, you are very confusing. Lord, you are very, very confusing for the common man to understand. आपका लीला. That's why, Deveshi Gunamayi Mama Maya. Sorry, not that word. Sorry. What is that nice sloka? I forgot. Janma karma chame divyam. Janma karma chame divyam evam yoveti tatvatha tekta deham punarjanmam naeti mameti. So Arjuna, Lord is clearly saying, my janma and my karma, all his karma means his actions, his activities. Janma karma chame divyam, divine. Divine क्यों? भौतिक लोगों को लगेगा हाँ बच्चा रो रहा है हाथ में डंडा लेके, but he is supreme personality. He is running and he is running with a purpose. Today he wants to do some bigger action or a bigger activity. That is why he is doing all this. So, Lord, no, Acharya says, भाई उन भगवान का जन्म और कर्म, नॉट ओनली भगवद गीता में भगवान स्वयं कह रहे हैं कि मेरा जन्म और मेरा कर्म दोनों दिव्य है. जो एक बार वो समझ लेता है ना, one who understands that, for him there is no birth again. But to understand Lord, we all know God is great, but we don't know how great God is. That's a tragedy. वो सबको पता है भगवान अरे महान है, कितना महान है, बहुत महान है, कितना बहुत महान है, कितना महान है, वो बहुत कितना है मालूम नहीं. Nobody knows. That is why this whole world is bewildered and confused. So Lord is trembling. Then Yashoda Maya also, poor mother, she felt, अरे मेरा बच्चा डर रहा है, रो रहा है. Let me throw the stick. She threw the stick down. Like, then Krishna, like, calm down a little. Then she said, why are you troubling me? You are forcing me to punish you. But I'm going to punish you. Today I'm not going to live. However, you may cry. Every time, she wants to punish Krishna, Krishna cries. And then mother's heart पिघल जाता है. अरे नहीं, next time मत करना. Next time वापस. Same. Next time मत करना. ठीक. So this time I am not going to give any leniency with you. I'm going to be very strict. I'm going to tie you up. So finally, she starts tying up to the ukhal. And when she is trying to tie Lord, she is unable to tie. She cannot tie. Because you cannot tie Lord. आप भगवान को बांध सकते हो. बंधन में कौन है? We are forced. We are tied in this material world. We have no way to come out. We have no way to come out. We are tied in this material world. Whereas Lord is not forced. He has his free will. We don't have any free will. We are forced to live as per our past karmas, as our present situations. We are forced. So Krishna immediately was not allowing her to tie. So Acharyas say, whenever she was trying to tie Krishna, 2 fingers short. धागा कितना short पड़ता था? 2 fingers. And it is said these 2 fingers represent 2 things. One is your determination in achieving God, and second is Lord's mercy. ये दोनों होगा तो ही आप भगवान को बांध सकते हो. You need both the ingredients. One is your determination, your consistent trying to achieve God is first one. Consistent means what? Dedicated. Okay. Another word I don't want. I want to understand the meaning of it. How do we understand it on practical application? Whether in all times. When one finds a reason to avoid devotion of any sort, avoiding chanting, avoiding to come to satsang, avoiding, the 4 regulative principles, anything, that means what? Your determination is not firm. One who is firm in his determination will try to stick or abide by the rules of devotion. So this is 1. 2, mercy of Lord. This is not in our hand. So what is in our hand we can do. What is not in our control, we have no option. So let's try to do what is there in our scope. और हमारे scope में क्या है? यत्नतर try करते रहो. Always keep trying. अपने हिसाब से भक्ति करो. And how to improve it, that is more important. The biggest problem is people generally get stagnant in their devotion. Stagnant. मतलब आपने बोला ना 16 वाला में 17 कर दिया, मेरा हो गया। अच्छा ठीक, आगे फिर अरे Prabhupada writes again and again in every book he has written, one should advance in Krishna consciousness, one should advance in his devotion. And advance means, we understand advancement as only one thing, not even as two things. One is, what is that one thing? Eating lots and lots of prasad. I'm advancing. I'm advancing by eating. पहले 4 रोटी खाता था, अभी 10 रोटी खाता हूँ, भगवान को भोग लगा के खाता हूँ. So that's not actual advancement. ठीक है, in the initial stages that's okay. If you're hungry, you have food. I'm not saying no, but our focus should be, let's come out, migrate from अन्नमय कोश to ज्ञानमय कोश. अन्नमय कोश से हमको निकलना है बाहर और ज्ञानमय कोश में जाना है. ज्ञान में जाएंगे तो फिर विज्ञान में, ज्ञान से विज्ञान में जाएंगे तो उसके बाद आनंद में या ब्रह्म में, whatever you call it. So slowly you advance. So first one has to get out of this. But हम लोग क्या है, प्रयास में ही ढिलाई रखते हैं. And best answer is many people tell me, इससे ज्यादा मैं नहीं कर सकता. सत्संग के दिन ही घूमने जाना रहता है लोगों को. कई लोगों को सत्संग के दिन ही घूमने जाने का कहते हैं, उसी दिन शॉपिंग रहता है, उसी दिन बाहर की कार्यक्रम, पूरा हफ्ता पड़ा है. 7 days में तुमको एक ही दिन शाम मिला. This shows you are not determined. If you are determined, you will find a way, alternative. अच्छा यही समझो आज शादी में जाना है, समझो आज शादी में जाना, and your child says no, we have to go to shopping, कल स्कूल के लिए ये लेके आना, वो लेके आना. Won't you find out some ways and means of parallel ideas to balance both? आधा घंटा लेट जाएंगे बट शादी में जाएंगे पक्का. हाँ, काम भी, वो काम भी करेंगे, ये भी काम भी करेंगे. But when it comes to satsang, we have ways and means of avoiding it. So finally, Krishna said, she's trying, she was tired, too tired. Here there are two very nice commentaries by acharyas. ठीक है, डिटर्मिनेशन हुआ, कृष्ण की कृपा भी हुई, फिर जाके यशोदा मैया कुट्टाई कृष्ण. But there is another, what do you say, side story which says that Radharani came. Radharani came. अरे वाह, बांध रहे, बांधो बांधो, वो सताता है, सबको सताता है, बांधो. And all the gopis were also watching. हाँ आज बराबर, रोज हमारे घर पे धमाल किया ना. So they were also enjoying this Krishna's Leela. So Radharani said, you are not able to tie na? Okay, I'll give you my ribbon. आजकल रिबन कोई पहनता नहीं है, पर उस जमाने में तो she gave her ribbon which she was tying in her hair. She would give this tie, and then with that ribbon Yashoda Maiya could tie. Now here there is a very important, as per Sri Sampradaya and various other Sampradaya, one cannot achieve the mercy of God without the mercy of not just Radharani, Sita Mata, Lakshmi Mata, the what do you say, the other potency of God, the female potency is first required. The mercy of that female potency is first required to achieve God. Because first and foremost, please remember, Ekaham Bhavushyami, Ekaki na Ramyate. This is Lord's definition. What is Lord? He was all alone. Nobody, no other being before him, no other being after him. So what will he do? Ekaki na Ramyate. Akela akela, if you are put in a nice 5-star hotel. But nobody, everything is. And the water also comes automatically. Nobody to give you the water also. Nobody, no receptionist also to say, hi, hello, how are you, sir? Just imagine whole day you're in a nice place, but you're alone, all alone. Kitna der rahoge aap? You get bored. And all alone means nobody to talk to also, nobody to chat to also. वो बोलना पड़ता है. नहीं बोलो हम लोग चैट करेंगे, वो भी नहीं कर सकते. All alone. There's no other being other than you. Then what will you do? Same way God also got bored. Na ramyate. Ramyate matlab I was not enjoying. Ekoham bhavishyami, I'll become many. That is why he made so many beings. And he's watching the drama. Each one is doing his own Leela. We also have our own individual Leelas, right? So everyone is doing his own Leela. So Krishna is enjoying that also. हाँ ठीक है चलो कुछ तो enjoyment हो रहा है. So Krishna was getting bored. Ramchandra ji was getting bored. Vishnu was getting bored. So everywhere you will see the female potency is, for Vishnu it is, for Ramchandra ji it is, and for Shri Krishna, immediately, 2-3 intelligent people are, Prabhu ji, वो तो क्या है वो रुक्मणी, सत्यभामा, मित्रवृंदा, 1000 + 8 पटरानियां, तो उनका नंबर कहाँ से आया? Papa, you and I are also in that list, but we never wanted to enroll ourselves in the list. Get me that? That pin is there. So, see, this is how Krishna does. Lord says very nicely, Bhai, I am waiting. Lord's situation is like a new doctor who opens a shop, or a new CA who opens his shop and is waiting for clients. Best is, I used to see one dental doctor. I'm talking about my college days. बेचारा रोज बैठता था. First he had a assistant also. वो assistant बाहर ही देखते रहे. मैं आता जाता कॉलेज से आता देखता था, दोनों वेट कर रहे, कोई तो आएगा कोई तो आएगा. आफ्टर फ्यू डेज ही कुड नॉट अफोर्ड दैट असिस्टेंट आल्सो. उसको भी शो ऑफ कर दिया, ये अकेला बैठा रहता था. I mean, finally he shut down his shop. That's different. But the point is, Lord is also like that. कोई तो आ गया, but यहाँ पे आने को कोई तैयार ही नहीं है. Nobody is ready to go to him. Everyone is ready. Let me enjoy this material world. So many things to enjoy. ये सब भोगने के बाद में आता हूँ. And ये भोग कभी खत्म नहीं होता. क्यों? Science is always growing. Science is always growing. Right? First we had landline. फिर उसका पेजर आया, फिर मोबाइल आया, फिर अभी मोबाइल में भी एडवांस मोबाइल्स आ गए, स्मार्टफोन्स. पहला वो एकदम फेंको मर जाएगा आदमी इतना वाला ब्लैक फोन, नोकिया 110 510. तो उसके बाद ये अभी आ गया स्मार्टफोन्स. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू गो ऑन. ना भी वो क्या है, ओपनिंग फोन आ गया, ये फोल्डिंग, हाँ ट्रांसपेरेंट फोन, ये फोन. टीवी भी ऐसे ही आया, पहला ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट आया, फिर कलर आया, कलर पे भी इतना मोटा था, देन पतला स्लिम डबल आ गया है. मतलब the point what I'm trying to make, be it TV, be it dress, be it anything, things are going to keep, because this is the nature of the material world. And if someone is thinking okay फिर बाद में जाऊंगा, ये भोग, तो भोग will keep on. So Lord clearly says, Baba, this is the situation. Yashoda Maya finally could time, and he left. You stand here, whole night suffer. इतने में बलराम जी आए, बड़े भैया. जाओ जाके बोले, मांगते है, you deserve it. You think this, no? Suffer. What do you have to help me? I'm suffering like this. Go and help me. ठीक, I'll go and tell mother. Oh, sure. My mummy, what you have done? You know who he is? He is Narsingadev. He is the Lord of the universe. He is the same Vara. He is the same, every avatar. avatar का नाम ले लिया. यशोदा मैया भी, अच्छा, सब अवतार को मेरे घर पे जन्म लेना था. All avatars have to come in my house only. तू जाने तो तुझे भी डंडे पड़ेंगे. तो अपने को बड़ा शेषनाग बोलते हैं ना, तुझे डंडे पड़ेंगे, भाग इधर से. अगेन बलराम जी केम. देख मम्मी है, कुछ कर नहीं सकता. Can't do anything. I could have shown my शेष अवतार, but here what will I do? मेरा बल बल में कुछ दिखा नहीं सकता हूँ. You suffer for your deeds. You suffer. And you also. ठीक है. So at this juncture, when she was Yashoda Maiya died, this Leela is what is called as Damodar Lila or Dam Udhar. That is that rope tied around Krishna's waist or belly. So यहाँ पे Krishna had another. This time this Leela happened. It was evening. Krishna said, "Now I have to do one big job." In Treta Yuga, Narad Muni had once cursed of Kuvera, Manikriva and Lala Kuvera. बेटे थे कुबेर के, बड़े बाप के औलाद, and बड़े बाप का औलाद एक ही काम. What do you see? We cannot see any change. Drinking, womanizing, intoxicated state में womanizing and dancing and going to far off places enjoying. Once Narad Muni was moving around, he saw these Nalakuver and Manigriva both intoxicated, drinking, half naked, playing with, dancing with women, and they didn't even bother to offer their obeisances to. And Narad Muni said, "Oh, you are standing naked like a tree. Become a tree." Narad Muni also cursed them. The minute they were cursed, they realized, they fell down at Narad Muni's feet. They said, "Please forgive us." He said, "Okay, I'll forgive you. But you will have to become a tree. But you will become a tree at Vrindavan, in Nandgaon, where one day Lord himself will come and so they too became trees in Nandgaon, that very place where we saw the Ukhala. वहां पे जब ये दो पेड़ थे तो कृष्णा also said, "Oh, Narad Muni ने बोल के गया था, so now it is my duty to liberate them. So what will I do?" And then Krishna is showing some extra, dragging the Ukhala, small child, Krishna does a lot of Leela. Krishna, even Nand Baba once told him to get his slippers. So he wouldn't. Okay. Krishna said, "I can't carry them." He put it on his head and carried them and went to Nand Baba. "Papa, take." Nand Baba fell in love. "Oh, my dear child, you are carrying." And why would he do? So this is the way he wants to enjoy with this. All these personalities, be it Nanda Baba, Yashoda, Devaki, Vasudev, great personalities. इतना तपस्या पूरा हुआ कृष्ण के साथ, ऐसा व्यवहार, ऐसा आदान प्रदान करने को मिल रहा है. Immediately, Krishna started dragging the, and Ukal slowly twisted. It was dragging, it twisted. And then Krishna went through those two big trees. So Krishna was small, he nikal gaya, but the Ukhal was big, and like Krishna was trying, pushing himself, a very, very difficult task, as if Krishna always, in all his Leela, God makes some, what do you say, climax of a movie. There is always a climax. आजकल मूवी में होता है क्या? पहले के जमाने में cliff fight, very common. क्लिफ के एंड में जाके हीरो विलन फाइट करेगा और वो गिर जाएगा, एक हाथ में पकड़ के रहेगा, एंड देन फाइनली वो विलन गिर जाएगा. बट होल पब्लिक विल बी ऑन गैस. वो अब क्या होगा, लाइक व्हाट. तो वैसे कृष्ण इन वराह अवतार ऑल्सो सेम स्टोरी. वराह अवतार में वराहदेव का हाथ से गदा गिर जाता है. ऑल देवतास आर वाचिंग द मैच. And all this, alas, alas, the word comes. Oh. And finally, Varavatar, with one fight, one left hand reverse slap, and Hiranyaksha is dead. But till then, the whole drama you should see, very nicely enacted, एकदम realistic. ऐसा लगा अभी अच्छा है, तभी कोई सटोरिया नहीं था. IPL betting, कोई उधर भी betting होता था नहीं, Hiranyaksha के ऊपर. Criminals, people are fools. Betting, this is the most dirtiest thing which people can ever do. humans, if this habit, one alone habit, killed the entire Pandavas. Though having all the qualities, they got lost because of this one bad thing. No, this he has been always showing, like these type of only in Narsingadeva Lila, he was point blank, short time. No? He didn't have much time to display his time pass. So he made it finish. 2-3 steps he finished. So here Krishna is trying to push through the 2 trees, and finally the 2 trees died and they fell. And out of the 2 trees, both Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they came out and they paid obeisance to the Lord. Thank you for liberating us, and we like to go back, and we did a mistake, and we will not repeat it what we did with Narad. We will not repeat it. So Lord always gives us a chance for rectification. This human birth is a chance for rectifying our. Immediately after that, when this big sound came, all the Nandagaon people, all the people were shocked. अरे गांव में क्या हो गया? इतना बड़ा आवाज क्या गिरा? धाम धाम आवाज आया, ये वो सब लोग परेशान. Everyone came, and that day, those days, there were no floodlights. So we had to search God. They say, oh, Krishna is missing, Ukkal भी missing, Krishna is also missing. ठीक है, उखल तो मिल जाएगा, कृष्णा कहाँ ढूंढना पड़ेगा? और कहाँ ढूंढेंगे? So everyone lit a lamp, and they lit the lamp, searching for. So what I told in the starting, भी जलाया गया था, और यहाँ कृष्ण के लिए भी. And then they were searching, and then as if he child, he cannot do anything. Immediately release the people. Gopal Champu is very nice, elaborate description. And it's like an ordinary child. I will not stay with mummy. Mummy is very bad. माँ बहुत बुरी है. Cuddles him a lot. And that day night he doesn't go to his mother. That day night he doesn't go to his mother. He stays. I'll stay here only, daddy, with you. And then mother says, see, I've made nice makhan for you. I've made nice sweet rice for you. Please come. बहुत मस्का पालिश को. Gopal. Finally, after all that, the Leela of happened by this Damodar. 2 things you would forget. All of your offering in the house. दीपदान इन द हाउस. घर में भी करना है. ये मत सोचना कि मंदिर में आके ही करना है. क्यों? घर को अगर मंदिर बनाना है, इफ यू वांट टू मेक योर हाउस अ टेंपल, यू गॉट टू डू इट. आचार्य से दीपदान का महत्व साल भर के लिए. बट व्हेन यू डू इट, इट इज 100 टाइम्स मोर. इट इज टू बी डन थ्रू आउट द ईयर. महत्व जाता है, साल भर करोगे है. And at the same time, whether you are in the temple, whether you are in the house, wherever you are, if not morning, at least in the evening, offering of deep should be offered with kapoor on the top. Very important. Kapoor is added on the top. The reason is not because many people tell me, hey bro, that's not the reason. The reason is that is for our ancestors. उनका पुण्य जाने के लिए we apply kapoor and then we offer. यहाँ तक पद्म पुराण में इसके एक्चुअली सत्यवत मुनि in Padma Puran relates this to Narad and the 4 Kumaras. It is recited, this Ashtakam, 4 source of verses of Damodar Ashtakam. Ashtakam means 8. So this is related over there. So request all of you all, जो भी आप घर पे हो, जब भी आप possible हो, make it possible also if it is not possible. So make it possible that all of you all offer lamp in the house. घी का होना चाहिए, होना चाहिए, and घी भी हो सके उतना ओरिजिनल घी का होना चाहिए. आजकल वो लोग 500 रुपये लीटर, 400 रुपये लीटर वो घी नहीं, वो पाम ऑयल में सेंटेड पाम ऑयल है. ऑफर प्योर घी tipped with kapoor and offer it, and just offer it to God. If you have the photo of the Damodar Lila photo, if you have, good, or if you're having Laddu Gopal, you're having Radha Krishna, you're having any deities, it's okay. God, you're offering it to God. It should be deities of God, not of demigods. Okay, with this, I would like to close today's session.